The first round of the AFCON group stages are officially done. A lot of wonderful games, a lot of wonderful performances. And I'm here with my team of the week based on impact, influence, and of course, I'm going to try to use SuperScore so that I have a baseline of what to work with, but most of it I would explain my reasoning behind the selections. Of course, if you like this video and you want more AFCON content, drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Let's get into it. In goal, we have Goision Poko, Botswana's goalkeeper. Against Senegal, this game could have been done inside 30 minutes. Instead, Poko made multiple high-quality saves, especially early on, keeping Botswana competitive far longer than expected. He made 9 saves from inside the box. Do you know how impossible it is to make those 9 saves from inside the box? He made 14 total saves over the course of the match. If that's not enough for being the goalkeeper of the week, I'm going to add this other one on top. He had a 10/10 rating on SofaScore, and you guys know how hard it is to get 10/10 ratings. If you are not Lionel Messi, it's very hard for you to get 10/10 ratings on these scoring apps. Up next in defense, we have the right back Nossa Mazraoui from Morocco. Mazraoui delivered a textbook tournament performance. Morocco beat Comoros 2-0, dominated possession, and they never looked uncomfortable. And Mazraoui's role and control was huge. Over the match, I was thinking about the poor deliveries in the match, and Mazraoui actually came up clutch in that regard. One of the poor deliveries came into the box. Mazraoui was able to control the ball perfectly, hold off the defender, and play a perfect pass to Brahim Diaz to get that assist. He stayed calm in build-up, he recycled possession intelligently, and he never overcommitted. Up next in centre-back, we have Kalidou Koulibaly. This was vintage Koulibaly. Leadership, aerial dominance, and absolute authority at the back. Botswana tried to go direct and it didn't work. He won how many area drills? He won 4 of his 5 area drills, had 9 recoveries, and won 5 of his 8 ground drills. If Koulibaly can keep defending like this and controlling that defense, it's very hard to see anybody that is going to be able to bridge the defense. To complete our centre-back pairing, we have Semi Ajayi from Nigeria. Yes, the Super Eagles defense was very shaky. Yes, they turned off against Tanzania and conceded a needless goal. But once again, this pick is about impact. After missing a crucial penalty to knock Nigeria out of World Cup contention, this was the perfect response from Semi Ajayi. We needed to go after struggling for some time in the first half, and he delivered with that header, scoring a crucial goal from centre-back. It wasn't flawless, but it was decisive. And in AFCON, these are the moments that matter. At left back, we have Salah. Now, let's talk about this guy. His defense was compact and disciplined all game. He didn't force overlaps and he chose his moments, but we cannot ignore the fact that he provided the assist for what will probably be the goal of the tournament. Just for that assist to that spectacular goal, he deserves to be in this exile. Moving on to midfield, this was my favorite performance of the week, Hannibal Mejbri. I know that he didn't light up the scoreboard and he didn't stuff the stat sheets, but his performance was just an all-rounder. He was popping up in different spots for Tunisia, and that's what they needed in that midfield. The midfield needed bites, and Hannibal came like a bulldog. Relentless energy, aggression, constant pressing. Tunisia played with intensity and he sets the tone. He won second balls, he disrupted rhythm, and he drove forward with real intent. You could see for, I think it was the second goal, he popped up on the left-hand side of the box. If you've been watching African football for long enough, AFCON rewards midfielders like this. Up next is Riyad Mahrez. My next 2 picks are probably going to annoy some people because they are traditionally wingers, but I just didn't know how I would leave them out, and the other people that actually appeared in their positions, those guys could not be left out either. In Algeria's opener, Mahrez reminded everyone who he still is. Algeria were dominant in their opener, and Mahrez was at the heart of everything good they did. He controlled tempo, he found spaces between the lines, and he delivered a brace when it mattered. We always knew he was their best player, but at the age of 34, a lot of people will be forgiven for thinking that he would have been a passenger. But this wasn't a passenger's performance. He was a leader taking responsibility. And if you watched most of my recaps so far, I've always said it. If you are coming to the AFCON as a big player, you are coming to carry your team. And for our last midfielder, we have Ismail Assar. Chaos in human form. He delivered 2 wonderful assists in the game against Botswana. Every time Sarr received the ball in this match, Botswana were under pressure. Direct running, constant movement, stretching the pitch vertically. Vertically is my new favorite word because of Sunday Oliseh. Even without grabbing headlines like Nicolas Jackson, it was hugely important to that Jackson performance. And to start off our front 3, we have the Egyptian king himself, Mohamed Salah. You couldn't have written that more like a fairy tale. Mo Salah, the Egyptian king, delivering when they needed him the most. Was it a dominant performance? No. Was it decisive? Absolutely. Late in the game with pressure mounting, Egypt had dominated that game without results for so long. They were having trouble breaking down that defense, but Salah stepped up and delivered the winning moments. Elite players don't need volume, they need timing, and Salah's timing was perfect. The second man in our forward line is Nicolas Jackson. I'm sure Chelsea fans were surprised watching this guy perform like this, and they were eating their veggies in the form of João Pedro and Liam Delap, pretending as if they don't like protein that is Nicolas Jackson. He was the best striker of match day 1, no debates. 2 goals, constant pressing, intelligent movement across the front line. Look at that second goal. I didn't expect Nicolas Jackson to have that kind of composure. He dragged defenders out of position and made Senegal's attack fluid. If this version of Nicolas Jackson showed up at Chelsea, he won't be a backup as Bayern Munich right now. And last but not the least, to complete our 11 is Elias Achouri from Tunisia. He was clinical, he was confident, and he was ruthless, and he grabbed 2 goals on the day. If you watch African football regularly, you know how hard it is for players to score doubles, hat-tricks. Like, there's a reason why Osimhen doesn't have hat-tricks every other day. Achouri took his chances with composure and clarity. Speaking about Osimhen, that's something that Osimhen didn't deliver on the day. He had sharp movements, calm finishing, didn't hesitate. Tunisia needed end products in their opener, and for a team that doesn't score a lot, this was much needed. That's my AFCON team of the week. Let me know who you think was snubbed, let me know who you think could have made it, and if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.